women's pro doubles action here at Delray Beach, Florida, the APP Vlasic Classic Delray Beach. Taking a look at Jill Braverman. She and Megan Fudge taking on Heather Nobler and Bobby Oshiro. There's Megan right there. Both of these women, Jill and Megan, 2 to watch on the APP tour, but it's going to be Bobby Oshiro getting us started with the serve. Nobler leaving that cross-court dink a little short.
I'm a little surprised at the setup here for Oshiro and Nobler. Nobler on the right has a very good forehand roll dink. Yeah. And if you put Bobby on the left, it puts her forehand in the middle, which is a big forehand too.
Great placement there from Fudge. Finish off the point, get them on the board.
Yeah, and Fudge exposed just what you were talking there as far as pulling Nobler out wide, not as crafty with that backhand dink as she is with the forehand.
And not surprised with the setup here for Fudge and Braverman, putting Braverman on the right and Fudge on the left.
That ball a little long.
Just missed right there.
There is some wind in the stadium right now. Normally it's a little tricky to pick it out in the stadium, but definitely in the face.
Oh, great ATP from Braverman.
I thought that
ball
was wide anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe Bobby did too.
Yeah, I think Bobby didn't think Braverman was going to play it. She did.
There's Bobby Oshiro, won a gold medal in Punta Gorda, our first tournament of 2024 originally. From Hawaii, played her collegiate tennis in Idaho for now calling Florida home.
The Boise State Bronco.
I know.
Being Bobby Oshiro.
Feels right at home on this blue court.
That's a pretty good tennis program right there.
That's good catch right there, AJ. On the blue court. Ooh. And this is what you're going to see. You're going to see Heather Nobler see a steady diet of pickleballs her way. They're going to try and keep Bobby Oshiro out of it as much as possible.
Oh, fighting over the middle ball. Good job there from Braverman. She stepped over for the shake and bake. Was aggressive, but stayed. She didn't try to adjust and get out of the way.
That's one of the things when we talk about the new partnerships, we saw the communication from Nobler and Oshiro, and how much does that half second of doubt, who's going to get this ball?
Big.
Yeah.
Because then you're a half second too late, and that's a big adjustment in such a small court. I mean, it's interesting to see Braverman's being a little bit more aggressive on the right side as far as her movement than what we saw when she was playing with Georgia Johnson in Sacramento.
Yeah, right now it's just all Megan Fudge and Jill Braverman going, a steady diet of pull the trigger right now. They're going to force Nobler and Oshiro to slow this up right now.
5-1. Point.
I'm surprised no timeout here. Very surprised.
6-1.
6-1-1, the score for Fudge's serve.
I think Fudge was shocked that ball was going to be right there.
Well, yeah, it was almost like it was a second take back on the backhand right there. She read it, and then she just didn't do anything with it.
6-1-2.
6-1-2 onto their second serve.
Yeah, and that's why Bobby Oshiro on the left side, that forehand. If Nobler gives her room right there, Bobby Oshiro can work that. I almost thought that serve was long.
Well, again, though, the wind is swelling. I'm looking at the flag that's across on this. It's blowing in the face of Fudge and Braverman. But here in the booth, we're feeling it in our face coming from Fudge and Braverman.
1-6-2, the score for Oshiro's serve. Nice little speed up from Braverman. Gets past Oshiro.
And that's a very good hold there from Braverman. It had been a steady stream of balls to Nobler from both Fudge and Braverman. Braverman just drops the paddle head down, waits for Oshiro to commit a half step, and then flicks it back crossbody.
One sailing just a little bit wide off the forehand of Oshiro. 7-1-1 for Braverman.
Braverman read that perfectly. She was sprinting to the sideline before Oshiro even pulled the trigger. You're laughing, Jack, because you know it too. She's all over it.
She got way too excited.
She almost overran it. Wow, just so many unforced errors right now from Nobler and Oshiro.
8-1-2.
And that's a very tough ball to speed up on there. Even though it's sitting up, there was a lot of backspin on it, and Nobler didn't adjust. So as she hit through, that ball just sailed on her.
So a timeout called here on the court by Nobler and Oshiro. They have got to find some rhythm if they want to get back in this game one. Best 2 out of 3 to 11 gives us time. Take a Tervis hydration break, all of us, with our nice Tervises. Customized so that there's no confusion here in the booth.
I'm not going near your water bottle. Don't you even worry about it.
And it's all water today.
No
one's got anything different
No.
today because the rainstorm people haven't been around.
I don't have
yet.
a rainstorm in front of me. I'm lacking the caffeine.
Well, it's only
I'm not. Well, yeah, I'm going to need it later
11.
today.
Yeah, we got to space out the caffeine. Water, though, all day long. So shout out to Tervis for the customized water bottles. We are very grateful for that. Back on the court, women's doubles quarterfinals. Megan Fudge and Jill Braverman with commanding lead here in game number 1. Up 9-1 out of the timeout called by Oshiro and Nobler. Chad, before they get the serve off, I want to know, what do you do if you're Oshiro and Nobler?
You just got to go back to simpler pickleball. You've got to try and find the feet of Fudge and Braverman. Or just roll it back out wide, and that's exactly what Dom was talking about, right? With the craftiness of the Nobler roll.
See, but then I'm disappointed now because they go back.
True. But at the same time, right? What's Bobby Oshiro's patented shot is the ball off the right foot, drop back, roll forehand through the middle. So it's a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah, see right now what I like to see. I like that point construction right there, but again, not the time to speed up and want to play hands battle right there. You got to keep that ball low, and I want to see them dink more to Braverman.
Well, and it wasn't a full commitment to that speed up right there either.
Great spot there by Braverman. Out of the reach of Braverman's paddle. So on to their second serve. 9-1-2.
Yeah.
Bobby Oshiro getting big, finished it off in the middle.
The Oshiro forehand's not coming back when it's elevated like that.
I mean, such good point construction right there, much better. And then what gave them the advantage is when Nobler got involved.
Yes.
You're watching Fudge try to stay to Oshiro because they know Nobler has that role if she is on that left or that right side, excuse me.
Just misses wide. So a really important hold for Oshiro and Nobler as Braverman and Fudge did not add to their total out of that timeout called. Chance to get some points of their own here. Another big backhand.
But still, oddly enough, there's still some miscommunication in the middle with Nobler and Oshiro, and I'm kind of surprised because they know each other and played before and are very familiar with each other's game.
Oshiro just tried to rush that backhand there, get it off quickly, go back cross court behind herself, so she had to try to cover down the line.
Little help from the net there, and sets up a game point opportunity here for Fudge and Braverman. Megan Fudge, originally from Germany, but now calls Florida home, can win game one right here. And they do. Really well-constructed game one from Megan Fudge and Jill Braverman as they take the first game 11-2 over Heather Nobler and Bobby Oshiro. Some adjustments have to be made for those two as we head to game two if they want to force a decisive game three. We'll have game two when we come back to the APP Vlasic Classic, Delray Beach.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the third health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Via the QR code on your screen to get your instant discount. Game one of our women's doubles quarterfinals here on Championship Court was all Megan Fudge and Jill Braverman, taking it 11-2.
Well, Braverman and Fudge just came out. They were playing with pace right there. Braverman going off the body of Bobby Oshiro, but look at this. Braverman taking over in the middle. But again, it was all about pace. They came out and just started swinging and never stopped.
Yeah, I think a couple of things that Nobler and Oshiro have to clean up here in game two for sure is that uncertainty in the middle. In reality, they're both very good right side players. And that's a better roll there from Nobler to start it out. Took that ball early, got underneath it.
0-0-1.
Big step in there from Nobler. Big forehand. Finish that off. Get their first point.
The issue was she was off balance on that. If Fudge gets that over the net, she's burned backside. She's got to stay balanced.
She was there. Just a little bit of hesitation coming back to the middle. Good setup on that more aggressive backhand roll there from Nobler.
Puts them onto their second serve. Nobler with it. Oh, great forehand from Jill Braverman right at the feet of Oshiro. Can't get it back over the net, so it will be a side out. 1-0-2, or 1-0-1, excuse me, for Braverman's serve. Again, the speed up there. Great defense in the middle of that firefight by both teams, but Nobler with the finish.
How many bait balls can both teams throw up? They were waiting for someone to pull the trigger. All four ladies are throwing up bait balls going, I dare you, pull the trigger.
Oshiro gets, or excuse me, Nobler gets one friendly roll off the net, but can't get a second, so ties us up, 1-1.
Yeah, that last ball just got too far behind the left foot of Heather Nobler. Came out flat off the paddle. Ooh, lucky to get away with that one there. Nobler got a little tied up. It got into the body, close to the body. She floated it.
1-1-1.
Fudge just overhit it a little bit, and the wind didn't push it down at all.
That's Nobler trying to catch Braverman pinching in the middle, but pushes it wide. Looked like Braverman was there anyway.
What you're seeing, too, here from Fudge and Braverman is they're not stacking. They're just playing straight up right now. Both comfortable with what they're doing on both sides of the court.
Well, as you say, that Braverman just said, let's switch for a second.
1-1-1.
Like right now, right? Say, not uncoiling on the return of serve.
Oshiro's forehand into the net. So it's a lead here for Fudge and Braverman, their first of this second game. Megan Fudge with the speed up, well placed, well timed, gets the point.
Yeah, longest rally of the match so far. But also, too, is that Fudge and Braverman are moving so well together. It's so difficult to find a hole. But Oshiro and Noblet aren't able to really put any pressure on. If you watch how much movement between the two sides, it's Nobler and Oshiro that are continually scrambling right now.
Good speed up right there initially from Braverman, knowing it really wasn't going to be a winner. It was about 50% speed up, but she got a pop up there for Fudge to put away.
4-1-1.
That time Nobler getting on top of it, putting the ball at the feet of Fudge. Can't get it back over the net, so pushes them onto their second serve. Braverman with it. That ball just a little long. So it'll be another point here, and just like that, it was a very tight first few exchanges. A few scoreless side outs, stayed at ones for a minute, and now Just systematically, Braverman and Fudge extending this lead. Put together a 6-0 run now. Have Fudge and Braverman.
Tough pick up there for Nobler. Braverman's ball catching the net cord, adding some backspin.
Oh, just a clinic right there of holding the kitchen line by Jill Braverman. She was not going to let that ball bounce and not going to allow Heather Nobler to get back to the kitchen line right there. Great pressure.
7-1-2.
That's the second time Nobler has gone down the line at Fudge, and she's come out with the winner. What she's doing is she's continuing to find that right hip and adjusting each time Fudge moves or slides to try to clear that backhand.
That time Oshiro gets a paddle on it, but pops it up. Braverman with the authoritative finish.
Well, good speed up right there at the right hip of Oshiro. Oshiro was leaning middle, but she goes right hip and jams her up and gets the pop up.
Oh, the two resets by Jill Braverman right there kept them in the point, allowed Fudge to re-establish her footing. And just a nice easy block back out wide past Oshiro.
That time Oshiro getting big, putting that away with her forehand.
But it was a good adjustment from her, too, because she didn't think that she was going to finish it on the backhand. So she hits the backhand and then slides to the middle to finish with the forehand. So they need a bunch of those constructed points in a row here.
Oh, that was upper right pectoral major muscle,
like clavicle, like right clavicle.
Oh no, there was a little more. There was a little more airbag in that one, but
171.
171.
I liked it. I like Oshiro is starting to be a little bit more aggressive now on the left side. Oh, was it?
That time, Nobler with the backhand, two-handed backhand into the net, but
So what I'm liking right now from Oshiro and Nobler is that last point, they went middle a lot. And so pinch that middle, force Fudge and Braverman to try and fight over that. And that is a great poach from Bobby Oshiro.
Oshiro stepping in, the forehand, well placed, well timed, catches Braverman and Fudge off guard. Another look.
Yeah, Oshiro timed it perfectly right there. Loaded up on the legs. Good explosive movement.
It's tough again. That's almost a bait ball for Megan Fudge because she plays such good defense. She wants you to speed that up so she can play defense and get you to pop one up.
7-2-1.
7-2-1, the score for Fudge's serve. Good attempt at a reset there from Oshiro, but Fudge, just a lot of power, a lot of pop. Gets her to hit that one out.
8-2-1.
Nobler turning her away as soon as she hit that. Fudge set up for that overhead.
Well, Fudge almost missed it. I mean, that was literally painted the back of the baseline there.
91. Point.
And that's been a consistent spot for Fudge and Braverman, is finding that left foot of Nobler when she is on the right. Like you said, Dom, she's strong with the forehand roll, so they're keeping it away from that. But Nobler is allowing that ball to get back behind the foot as well. So tough to pick up.
Now it's a match point opportunity here for Fudge and Braverman, and they get it done. 11-2, 11-2, how they win both their games to punch their ticket to women's doubles semifinals here at the APP Vlasic Classic, Delray Beach. We'll be right back.